This message was transmitted by the request of the Bakersfield Police Department. The Bakersfield Police Department has been reported that people being found dead in their homes, across their bodies. It might be an unknown serial killer, but we do not know where it came from. All residents must stay indoors until the serial killer is captured. Stay tuned for any updates on the situation. This message was transmitted by the request of the Bakersfield Police Department. Everyone get to your homes immediately. We got many reports of 8 creatures roaming around the streets of Bakersfield. These creatures appeared colorful and non-human. For your own safety, please listen carefully to this update. A black sheep with black wool, white hooves, and a pendant human skull around its neck. A white bat with white skin, pink wings, pink legs, sharp teeth, and a pendant blood around its neck. A red dragon with yellow horns, red claws, red mane, yellow spikes, sharp teeth, and a pendant $sign around its neck. A green crocodile with green skin, dark green stripes, sharp teeth, sharp claws, and a pendant crossbones around its neck. A yellow and black frog with fingers and toes, no sharp teeth, and a pendant biohazard around its neck. A purple raven with dark purple wings, a beak, no sharp teeth, and a pendant thundercloud around its neck. A gray mouse with gray skin, a pink tail, 2 teeth, and a pendant fish bone, and a blue shark with teal claws, teal feet, teal fin, teal tail, sharp teeth, and a pendant shark tooth around its neck. These creatures are still not hostile towards humans, and it's unknown if they will attack the city or not. All residents must stay indoors immediately. If you see one of the 8 creatures, call 911 immediately from a safe distance. Stay tuned for any updates on the situation. This message was transmitted by the request of the Bakersfield Police Department. The 8 creatures that were been spotted roaming around the streets of Bakersfield are confirmed to be hostile as they attack civilians across Bakersfield. Also, the 8 creatures resemble the characters from the game Poppy Playtime. They are the Nightmare Critters. The sheep's name is Bobble Chops. The white bat's name is Raby Baby. The red dragon's name is Simon Smoke. The green crocodile's name is Oyster Gator. The black and yellow frog's name is Icky Licky. The purple raven's name is Poe. The gray mouse's name is Towel. And the blue shark's name is Maggie Mako. The nightmare critters are dangerous and should not be approached. If you see one of the nightmare critters, call 911 immediately from a safe distance. If one of the nightmare critters breaks into your home, use a legal weapon at all means cost. Stay tuned for any updates on the situation.
This is NBC News, I'm David, and this an update that the nightmare critters from the game Poppy Playtime are attacking Bakersfield. We do not how the 8 animals got here, or they came out of nowhere. But we asked all civilians to avoid the creatures at all costs. If you leave your house, you will be arrested and questioned. If you refuse to evacuate, you are putting your life in extreme danger. Stay tuned for any updates on this situation.
Welcome to the United States News. I'm Paul Dickinson, and this an update that the 8 animals resemble the nightmare critters from Poppy Playtime are attacking everyone that's in their path. We got many death reports across Bakersfield due to the creatures. All residents must stay indoors until the 8 animals are captured. That's all I have for now. This is Paul Dickinson, signing off.
The following message was transmitted by the request of the Bakersfield Police Department. The situation evolving with the nightmare critters has worsened. Maggie Mako has begun attacking and eating civilians, and breaking into people's homes with extreme powers that normal sharks do not have, and Simon Smoke and Alistair Gator are attacking residents as well. We got many death reports of residents who didn't evacuate in time. In addition, Raby Baby has been spotted flying around and entering into people's buildings and sucking their necks with her teeth. All residents of Bakersfield must shelter in place immediately. If you encounter one of the nightmare critters, call 911 immediately from a safe distance. Stay tuned for any updates on this dangerous situation. This message was transmitted by the request of the Bakersfield Police Department. A mandatory evacuation is now infected with the California area. The 8 animals resemble the nightmare critters from Poppy Playtime are going on a rampage across Bakersfield. They are now killing everyone that's in their path. We got many death reports of residents for not evacuate. All residents of Bakersfield must evacuate the city now and do not go outside for no reason, and stay in your homes until an all-clear message is given. Stay tuned for any updates on dangerous situation.
Welcome back to NBC News, I'm David, and this an update that the nightmare critters are continuing to attack civilians across Bakersfield. Then reports say that someone who was hijacked into their computers. We got many reports that their children were screaming and crying after the hijacked. If someone hijacked your computer, call 911 immediately. Stay tuned for any updates on this situation.
This message was transmitted by the request of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. This situation is getting worse. More strange hijacked into everyone's has been spreaded throughout the entire United States, and we don't know who it was. Also, multiple reports say that their children were screaming and crying after the hijacked. All residents must protect your children from being jump scare. Wait. It was been confirmed that it was barbershops who hijacked into people's computers and made the children screaming and crying. This is a very dangerous situation. If barbershops hijacked into your screen, call 911 immediately. Stay tuned for any updates on this dangerous situation. This message was transmitted by the request of the Bakersfield Police Department. We have some good news. All computers are back to normal, but the nightmare critters are still out there. Also, multiple reports say that they saw another version of barbershops has been spotted roaming around the streets of Bakersfield. All residents must stay away from this big thing. If you see it, call 911 immediately from a safe distance. Stay tuned for any updates on this situation. This message was transmitted by the request of the Bakersfield Police Department. A shelter-in-place warning is now infected with the California area at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The giant version of barbershops who had been reported to roam the streets of Bakersfield has been confirmed to be hostile as it can eat civilians at sea. Also, it also helps the nightmare critters. It's named as the Big Critter from Poppy Playtime. He has been reported on the loose in Bakersfield. All residents must stay away from Big Critter. If you see the Big Critter, call 911 immediately from a safe distance. Stay tuned for any updates on this dangerous situation.
Welcome back to the United States News. I'm Paul Dickinson, and this an update that the nightmare critters are continuing to attack Bakersfield. And the giant version of Baba Chops, now known as the Big Critter from the same game, has also reported to eat civilians. The military had called in to take down these creatures. All residents must evacuate the city now. If one of the nightmare critters or the Big Critter breaks into your home, use illegal weapon and all means cost. That's all I have for now. This is Paul Dickinson, signing off. Welcome back to the United States News. I'm Paul Dickinson, and this an update that the Big Critter is found dead. He was killed by the military, but the nightmare critters are still continuing to attack Bakersfield. It looks like the nightmare critters are mad at the military for killing the Big Critter. All residents must stay indoors until the nightmare critters are captured. That's all I have for now. This is Paul Dickinson, signing off.
This message was transmitted by the request of the Bakersfield Police Department. A tsunami warning is now infected with the California area. A huge tsunami appears in the west of Bakersfield and it is heading towards the city. This was caused to be the purple raven poles, one of the nightmare critters. Po makes 2 rain clouds and made a huge tsunami. In addition, Icky Licky has been spotted riding on the tsunami and jumping out and attacking everyone that normal frogs do not have. All residents must evacuate immediately. If you do not evacuate, you will face certain death. Stay tuned for any updates on this dangerous situation. This message was transmitted by the request of the Bakersfield Police Department. We have some good news. The nightmare critters are washed away by the tsunami, and they died due to Po making it so big. All residents of Bakersfield can leave your shelters immediately. However, it could take a long time to repair the damage that the nightmare critters and the big critter caused. We thank you for participating in the emergency alert system. Normal programming will now resume.